Hi everyone, welcome to the Free Your Voice, Magnify Your Message workshop. My name is Julia Williamson. I am the founder of Sing to Thrive and the creator of the Sing to Thrive method. And this method has been evolving since 2006 when I first launched Voice Jam. That was my very first singing and healing school. And we were seeing really profound results with people, but not only with my clients, I was actually seeing it with myself. And the big thing with this method is that it helps to elevate your consciousness, deepen your self-awareness. It helps you to release and replace limiting beliefs like those sabotage patterns that we've all got. It helps you, it improves your health, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And it really helps you to realize that you have access to a healing tool that is your unique healing tool, your voice, 24/7, for not just healing, but for conscious creation. And this is where it becomes really powerful. And what I was saying at the end there was that we are all sound. Our voice is our unique healing tool. So 24/7, you have access to your voice, and your voice is the perfect vibration to activate your original DNA blueprint. Now, this is science backed. And what you've got to realize is your voice has the capacity to keep upgrading your DNA. But it's when we are really speaking, singing, sounding from that absolute authentic place. Because authenticity measures higher on the scale, the frequency scale, than love. Why? Because it is the highest form of love, of self-love. When you're being authentic, you're not abandoning yourself, you're not rejecting an aspect of you. You are being there for yourself, and you're being authentic and speaking up and saying what's important to you, setting a boundary. And just to, before we dive into some activities, because I want you to work on your stuff. So this isn't just me talking to you. I'm really going to help you work through some stuff today. I know from experience, not from reading this in a book, that when you truly step into your authenticity, your health, all your health issues will start to dissolve. Now, I'd been doing healing work since 1999 when my son was very ill, and this whole series of things happened, and it put me on this journey, realizing that we are all a product of our beliefs. By the time 2003, I became a past age clearing and healing practitioner. And in 2006, I launched my very first singing and healing school. But it wasn't until 2017 when I was, for the previous 2 years, I was really trying to expand the business and nothing was happening. It was blocking. And I took myself off onto a 3-month isolation retreat, and without any external input. So no TV, no music, no nothing. Just me and my thoughts. My food was being dropped off at the front gate every week. I'd prepaid for a box of organic veggies to be delivered each week. So I didn't have any human contact. And boy, oh boy, does that put you in touch with your thought forms and what you're thinking. And that really showed me, it gave me the space that I needed to allow for some really deep and dark stuff to come up to the surface and for me to heal through. And from there, I started remembering what I truly wanted to do. And this is something that was from my childhood. And stepping into that dream and starting to make that a reality, that is when my health completely turned around. I had liver issues, kidney issues, skin issues, and I'd been doing a healing a long time, and I was so much better than what I used to be. But it wasn't until I truly stepped onto this path of really doing what I wanted to do, my heart's calling, and It was that, and being able to speak from authenticity. It was that truly turned my health around. And when your health is turned around, what happens? You've got energy, you've got clarity, you've got connection, because this work helps us with all the clairs, your clairaudience, being able to hear your intuition, your clairvoyance. You start to really see more, whether it's in your meditations or whether it's in your dreams. Your clairsentience, that was a huge one, because we've got to really activate our feeling body, because it is continually communicating with us. And of course, claircognizance, so that knowing that we all have. So without further ado, I'm going to share screen. Thank you everyone for your patience. That should be right now. So everyone can see me on one half, and yeah, that's great. Okay. So I would like us to look at what the top 5 voice blocks are that sabotage us. And I thought we could do some activities to really dig deep into this. So of course, the fear of being seen or judged. And there'll always be a feeling of being unsafe when we go to put ourselves out there. And maybe from childhood or past incarnations, something happened when we did speak up, when we did speak our truth. And so when you're standing up there trying to put your message out to the world, there'll be an aspect of you that's still vibrating, because everything's energy, we are energy, everything's vibrating at that same frequency. So what that tends to do is it sabotages us. So if you've got because this today is specifically for entrepreneurs and you amazing people that are putting yourselves out there and wanting to share what you've got to offer with the world, because everyone has something unique, and there will always be someone out there that you can help, because we've all had similar, we all really function from the same debilitating core beliefs, the limiting ones. We just have different stories of how that unravels and unfolds. So if you're having trouble with visibility, then it's really not a strategy problem. It's a nervous system problem, and it means there's a limiting belief in there somewhere. I would like to invite you to close your eyes and just take a deep breath and sit up a little bit taller and see yourself being seen. Like, really feel yourself putting yourself out there. And start to notice if there's any little fears or thoughts trickling to the surface about what if. And then ask yourself, where do I judge myself? What is the core belief that holds me in this pattern? And when you feel like you've got that, I want you to just gently open your eyes, and without looking at the screen, I want you to write that on your piece of paper. With anywhere where you are judging yourself, and it can be so simple. You might not even like the way you look, or you might feel like you aren't good enough, or whatever that is. So I'd like to see what your answers are in the chat. So it's important that you actually write them down. There's something that happens in the brain around that, and really owning, all right, this is where I feel like I have a real judgment. Because if we've got a fear of being seen or judged, then we're already holding that judgment. Because quite frankly, we all need to get ourselves to the place where we don't really give a toss what anyone thinks. If you know you're standing there in your authenticity and this is your message and this is who you are, then that is perfect. And anyone that doesn't like that, then that's their stuff. We're not responsible for how another person feels. Okay, so fear of rejection, misunderstood. That's a big one. I'm going to be dealing with that, Renee. And we're going to get clarity on what your message is and what you want people to know about you. Because it's true. Often we can be speaking something and people just don't get us. And that can trigger childhood stuff where we just either weren't listened to or we were misunderstood as kids. Fear of not being good enough, classic. We've all got this by degree. And the only way, and truly, I've been doing this healing work for 25 years now, more than that, solidly. And the only, even though you can do lots of processing on it, the only way you truly shift it is when you start physically experiencing yourself doing something and stuffing up, picking yourself back up again, doing it. And each time you keep getting better. And then that fear of failure and that fear of not being good enough just dissipates. So that's a really important thing to remember. Yeah, not good. And it's safer when I am hidden. Absolutely. Because we don't then have to feel whatever it is that comes up for us when we're visible. All right. Did anyone else want to share? We've got fear of rejection, fear of not being good, fear of saying the wrong thing, sounding stupid and being laughed at. So that humiliation thing usually always stems from a past experience. And yep, okay. And there's usually a core belief underneath that around feeling like you're not smart enough or that we're stupid. I think all of us have been through this. With the schooling system, the way it was when we were going through school, we were always comparing ourselves. So I would be sitting with, and this is definitely a meditation that I would be doing. If you do feel like you've got a script around not being smart enough or the fear of looking stupid, it means that you already think you are stupid. That'll be a belief system in there, even though you're not. Then just meditate on, sit in the essence of being stupid. Just sit in the essence of that and keep feeling it until it dissolves. Because that works, by the way, and we can all be stupid at times. And who cares? It's all part of the human experience. So it's really finding ways of sitting in these things and allowing the energy of that to flow through you, not judging it. As soon as we judge it, we contract around those words, and that creates a geometric pattern because we're sound, everything's energy that sits in our body and in our cells, and that's what's communicating to the field. And people feel that before they really even hear your message. They will feel this fear of you thinking that you're stupid, or whatever the fear is that we all have. We've all got by different degrees. My father's family was like the Queen's family. Yeah, we were not good enough. That's right. I had people like that in my family too. So to be seen and not heard, yeah, similar words have been said. Fear of being ridiculed. Absolutely. So that's a really good one for this group. So let's move on to the next question, and we'll keep unraveling and getting clear on what's going on. So I want you to really sit with now whether you like the sound of your own voice. Because I've worked with thousands of people, the common one is, you know, they sound weak or squeaky or boring and unsure. And many of them that have come to me that have had that fear, they actually have manifested that because they didn't have confidence, so they did sound weak. Squeaky was usually always when they were stuck in a childhood pattern and they were still the little girl or the little boy that wasn't really consolidating the adult, really embodying, sitting in the energy of the adult, because the inner child is always with us, but it's that really sitting in that, not being that squeaky voice because we think we're safe in that. Boring is usually to do with how the quality of your tone goes up and down melodically as you speak, and that definitely gets improved from singing. And unsure, of course, we need to develop confidence. You need to get really clear on your message, and that will help the sound of your voice because automatically you will feel more confident. And like I've said here, the voice has muscle memory and it can be trained to become confident and powerful. And that is what singing is excellent for. And your voice is a direct expression of your energy, because remember how I was saying before, it's sound. And that sound creates a geometric pattern, and that pattern is what people feel. It will resonate with people or not. So you want to be getting yourself up into a really high vibrational, self-loving state, because people, when that hits them, they'll be able to relax because they'll know they can trust you. And that's what's important here. And it's my truth bomb is basically that it is not about being louder, it's about being aligned and resonant and anchored in your authenticity. So let's close our eyes and ask yourself the question, do I love the sound of my own voice? And just wait for the answer. And when you have the answer, write it on your pad. And pop in the chat once you've written it down what it is, and I might be able to give you a bit more clarity on that. And I know the writing it down makes everything longer, but it's actually so much better for the brain because you will remember this more when you get off this workshop. You'll have better recall. So Selena is saying, I didn't used to, but have learned to love my voice through singing. Yep. That's excellent, Selena. And because you're also a physiotherapist, so you work with helping others to expand open their voice as well, which is a beautiful thing. And so you need to be loving your own voice to be doing that. Sometimes, but not much strength to it. Yeah, Jen, I feel like that will always be about you being able to just stand in your truth and set a boundary. Or it's like when we can do that, I'm just hearing this term in my head where we grow a spine. We start having our own back. Of course, that's your voice, isn't it? We have our own back. We're being there for us. And so many of us have experienced moments in childhood where we wished we had said something after the event, after something's happened. And then it's like, why didn't I say this? But it's fear that takes us out of the present moment, and then we can't think straight. So That's an important one there. Linda, I don't think my voice is good enough to share with others. Again, a story and judgment. And of course, Linda, it is about reversing that neural pathway with a positive. So my voice is more than enough to share with others. Yeah, because if we think that, then we're emanating that, and then we'll end up creating that, because that's what will be vibrationally sung and spoken as we're expressing ourselves. So keep rewriting those pathways on that. And Jackie, I do not like my voice. Yeah. So we need to get to the bottom of why that is, Jackie. Is it the tone? Is it, start to really sit with why that is. Yeah, thanks, Jenny. Thank you. My husband said that to me before in the past, and he is quite hard to stand up to. Yep. So there'll be father stuff there, because everything's a mirror. I'm going to share this with you. This was said to me about 24 years ago, and it hit me hard when I first heard it, but it is so true, and I see it time and time again. Whatever we believe as a young child, whatever we believe we didn't get from our mother, that's what we're here to heal within our feminine. Whatever we believe we didn't get from our father, that's what we're here to heal in our masculine. So let's just say your father wasn't present and he was impatient. Well, we've got to look at, where are we not being present with ourselves and being impatient with ourselves, right? This is so key to healing. Because it also helps you to look at, okay, we chose this life, we chose these lessons. When I was told your mother was doing exactly what you asked her to do, all I could think was, what are you talking about? And your father did exactly what you asked him to do. I'm like, what the? I don't think so. But after 25 years doing this work, I actually see the gift of all of it. And it has made me who I am today. And it is only through experience can we truly garner wisdom. You can read as many books as you like, but it's not until you experience something that you will have the wisdom. And that was what I was talking about before. When I was speaking to, when we have these fears of not being good enough, I held myself stuck for so long. I had the perfectionist script. It needed to be perfect before I stepped into it. And you don't end up stepping forward. You're better off taking that step, falling down, making a mess of things, getting back up, dusting yourself off, starting again, getting clarity on, I really don't like doing it that way. I'm going to try this way. And I always feel like the not good enough script is, if you're saying to yourself, I'm not good enough, I want you to take out the words good, just leave that word out, and then you're saying to yourself, I'm not enough. So what you're really saying is, I'm not enough to create the life that I truly desire. Think about it. That's the message you're sending to your cells when you have this belief system, which everyone does by degree. But this is why it's so important, because our body functions from subconscious patterning. It's continually getting its messages from that the tape player. You can tell how old I am. The tape player playing in our subconscious mind. Earth school, hey, yep. Father and grandfather, yep, absolutely. That spoiled her singing career. And I just wanted to and Jackie, let's get some more clarity on that as the workshop progresses, because I want to look at that. This is the third thing where our message doesn't land. So it's a bit muddled. And this is something that I did so much of. I would be over explaining. My website was a classic for this. It was just like, I had to explain everything. And it's too much for people. They can't take it all in one they can't take it all in. So that's a big one. Undersharing. I think it's really important when we're putting ourselves out there and wanting to do something. And this is something I had to work on because I felt so unsafe in the world because of the abuse that happened in my childhood. To really share yourself and some of your experiences. You don't have to share everything, but it's just letting people know, hey, I actually understand. This is where I've been. This is what I've been through. This is my thing, And the other thing with our messaging is to not sound too generic. And the only way we can do that is to be truly authentic, because people will connect with our emotions, not just with the information. So a clear voice equals a clear message. And so my truth bomb around that is, your message isn't found in your head. It's uncovered through voice, breath, and storytelling. So I invite you to close your eyes now and ask yourself, what is the true message that would land with impact about your story? And even just start journaling on that. Just start writing furiously about, okay, this is my message. This is who I am. Because you need to start with the whole message, and then you're going to be circling out the gold nuggets and creating a succinct message from that. And this will be something that you can do in your own time, but let's just do a little bit here now. Thinking about your business, what is you being an entrepreneur and wanting to put yourself out there? What is that one thing that you really want people to know? What is your message? And your message takes time, because it takes a lot of personal inner work to let all of this stuff come to the surface. And we have to have healed and cleared stuff within ourselves before we're really comfortable with sharing it. And so let this process not be hasty. Give yourself time to really work on, what is my authentic message with what I want to share in the world, with who I am. And I'll just give you another 30 seconds with that. And when you're ready, just make a commitment to self that you will continue this, because this takes time to really get clear on your message. And so an activity would be to journal on it and actually do at least, I'm seeing 5 A4 pages, because by the time you get to the 3rd page, you'll be conscious writing, subconscious, sorry. You'll be starting to put things on paper that are coming up from the subconscious. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. This is a classic for speaking triggers anxiety. So the fight, flight, or freeze will block your voice. Public speaking, singing, doing live online teaching, doing this sort of thing, what I'm doing now. If you see yourself doing something like that, and you do not want the anxiety kicking in, because it takes you, as soon as you've got a fear that comes to the surface, and if your attention is pulled to the fear, then you're in the past and you can't possibly be in the present moment channeling, because that's what we're all doing. We're channeling this information that we've embodied, Okay, so understanding that when this happens, the body shuts down the voice when it doesn't feel safe. So this is not a mindset issue, it's a somatic response. And the truth bomb in this one is you can rewire your brain and body to feel safe while speaking, using music, singing, and sound. It is creating, getting into the habit of using music, singing, and sound it speeds up the neural pathway growth and helps us to repattern, rewire, remap the brain, because the body is continually taking its cues from the brain. So who on this call struggles with this? Let's just have a thumbs up or a yes or yeah. Most people do. Even people that are quite successful, mind you. I've worked with lots of very professional people. I'm always astounded at how nervous they get. But we've also got to remember that the nerves are adrenaline. And if we just remember that, okay, this is just adrenaline, pre-workshop adrenaline or pre-performance adrenaline, we've got to use that to our advantage and it will settle down. That's right. Selena, yes, Selena, and then hey, Selena, the other Selena, what's the name of your pet dragon? Scion. That's I'll say pet dragon, Selena. Oh, that's it, Skyon.
Skyon, Sky Dragon, Skyon.
Beautiful. That's so true, and that was me. So nervous before I stood up to the microphone, but once I got started, as long as I didn't let my thoughts take over. So I did professional singing for years, and if I could just drop into enjoying myself and not worrying about, oh, how does my voice sound? Am I good enough? Does this sound right? Oh my God, I had all the, the dialogue going in the head. So it's really important to use that pre-adrenaline to your advantage and work on those triggers. What is it? And it's usually always fear of judgment, which means you've already got that judgment in you in the first place. So it's really sitting with what that is. So let's close our eyes, go within for a moment. What are you really scared of? And when you have the clarity on that, just write that on your journal. Sorry, I'm not laughing at your fears. I'm laughing at Jenny. I may as well have been jumping out of a plane, absolutely terrified. Yep, you can be an amazing singer and be absolutely like you want to slip through the cracks of the floor. And that was me. I knew I could sing, but boy, I had a huge fear of rejection and not being good enough. And then that presented as chronic voice problems all the time. Continual sore throats, my lymphatic system would be, my glands would be up. Whenever your glands are up, you're living in the past. The lymphatic system is always dealing with past issues. So keep getting clarity on that. All right, let's move forward to the next one. So many of us have a fear of not sounding authentic. You know, we don't want to sound fake. We want to sound like we know what we're talking about and that we've embodied it and it's polished. And I had the perfectionist script, and honestly, it's like torture. So I'm saying to you, don't worry about it if it's not polished, because I always stuff up and make mistakes, but It doesn't matter. You can just own it in the moment. It's like, oh, hang on, that's not right. And even when I'm teaching singing, sometimes I'll start on a wrong note. And in the beginning, that would have mortified me. But now it's like, oh, hang on, I don't think that note's right. And I'll get my pitch pipe and check it. Just go, hello, we're human. It's okay to not be perfect. And remember, authenticity is a frequency and it can be felt before words are spoken. Your true voice lives in your heart, not in your performance. And in the early days, they're still in the music industry. They had a recording studio and lots of big acts would come in. And I remember this one day, they had all these singers in there doing these parts, and they were amazing singers, really big voices, great at harmonies, technically great. But I remember watching them and thinking, I'm not feeling anything. And when I and then I had to record something. And when I spoke to the recording engineer afterwards, because I'd made a few little mistakes, and I had to go back in and fix them. And he said, yeah, you might have made mistakes and not sung technically correctly, but I felt you the most. Yours is what hit here. And this is the same with your message. Just speak from your heart and people will know that, and then they'll trust you because they'll know that you've got their best interest at heart. And your authentic voice is your most magnetic business tool you have. It is the most important thing that you need to develop. And we have amazing tools inside the Sing to Thrive Healing Hub for that, which I'll share with you later. So, the things that you want to embody with your voice, are all of these. But if there's one that really stands out for you, so just go through them and really look at, okay, I'm safe to be seen, heard, and fully expressed. Which statement for you would you love to embody the most? And write it in your journal. And there's a recording of this, so if you want to look back at it, that's fine. Sorry, I took myself off video. At least you could still hear me. See, I made a mistake. All good. So reading through these statements and seeing which one resonates the most at the moment, because they probably they're all important, but one in particular will be, it's like the one that you want to embody that's the most important to you. I'm safe to be seen, heard, and fully expressed. My voice carries strength, clarity, and confidence. My message matters, and I speak it with purpose and passion. If you have trouble with anxiety, this is a good one. I breathe deeply, speak calmly, and trust my body to support me. Because often when we have anxiety attacks and you're wanting to present something, your whole body, it's like your whole body wants to collapse from the cortisol and the adrenaline that's just dumping through your bloodstream. Number 3 for you, number 3 for Jenny. My message matters and I speak with purpose and passion. Yeah, it does matter. And if that has been something that's been an issue for you, I would be definitely looking at the statement that I am important and what I say matters as well. I'd be really sitting with that. Because quite often as little ones, we don't get listened to. Maybe our parents were too busy or whatever the excuse is, but we felt really unheard. And then we've created a story around that, well, what I've got to say isn't important. And oh boy, that will block you. Don't I know about that one? Okay, so number 1, yep, I'm safe to be seen, heard, and fully expressed. That's huge. That's probably been my biggest one. Number 1. We've got a number 5 there from Selena. My authentic voice is magnetic. I don't need to be anyone but me. Absolutely, Selena. And from what I've seen with you, I think you're doing great. Like I see you, you're getting out, you're putting yourself out there. And, you know, I really feel like a good 3 months of solid singing and getting some really confident neural pathways, I really see you taking off because you've got a good, it's happening. Renee, my message matters. I speak it with purpose and passion. Yeah. It's a big one, that one. Just close your eyes on that. I want everyone to feel that. And feel like, notice how deeply you feel that. My message matters and I speak it with purpose and passion. Because if we've ever felt like it didn't matter, that's a really deep wound. That cuts right to the core of who we are. Like, what we've got to say doesn't matter. It's not important. We're not smart enough. There is a million belief systems we can attach to that. So I want your message to be this: my message matters, and I speak it with purpose and passion. And you can create a little melody that goes with that. Why is this important? I thought I'd quickly run through this before we do a fun activity, just to break it up a little bit. I'm not sure if any of you have seen this book, but it's an old book and it's called The Body Keeps the Score. Everything that happens to us, from our belief systems, good things, not so good things, fear and trauma, they all store in the body. And from my teachings, when we judge something, we're contracting around that, and it's the contraction that creates an energy cyst in your body and in your energy body, so your light body, your aura, or science is now calling it your biofield. Judgment causes, you would have heard the term energy blocks, but the woman that I work with who can see energy like she's looking at you and me, it's like an energy cyst, and it sits in the chakras, one of your chakras. And when we have a block somewhere, you'll feel it somewhere in the body. And the key is to sit with that and allow it to speak to you, because it always has a message. And it may just need you to acknowledge it, to maybe release some grief around something, and that will help you reform a new neural pathway. This is the energetic scale that I was talking about before. This was developed by David R. Hawkins. I spent a lot of time down in shame and guilt and fear and anger. Wow, I had loads of it. And look how low it is on the scale. Like, it's, shame is down here. And if we did an amazing session this week on the hub, really owning the fact that we all have the ability to be angry and have feelings of rage come up, right? It's the judgment that holds that shame stuck in your body around being that. It's just an emotion. And as long as we're being responsible and not projecting it onto somebody, unless we're doing it for protection reasons, then we've got to be very careful of not judging any of these, but especially anger, because that's the one that I've seen that most people do. Now, remember, I thought it'd be cool to just give you this little glimpse picture, because this helped me remember. When we have all these limiting beliefs going on, it is like wearing an energetic t-shirt that is literally sending out your message to the world. Oh yeah, I'm not worthy. Don't pay me enough attention because I'm stupid, or I'm weak, or I'm not lovable. When we clear those and we're wearing that energetic t-shirt, which one do you want to hang out with? Of course we want to hang out with the blue t-shirt because it feels more comfortable. However, many of us will gravitate, if we've got a belief system around, you know, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, we gravitate energetically to other people that are like that. So it's really important to love the mirrors of all our friends and family and people that are reflecting back to us that aspect of ourselves that we haven't owned, and shifting out of that, because eventually you'll magnetically draw people to you that are more like this. And I'm speaking from experience. That absolutely happens. You get to hang out up here. And what gets you up here quickly? Singing. Singing is so powerful at shifting states, and that's for many reasons. So I'm going to explain to you just why that is. This is one of the many books that talks about neuroplasticity, but it's the reward centers in the brain that when they're triggered, and when we're learning with focused intention, that we can consolidate new brain map changes in as little as 21 days. Now, these feel-good neurochemicals, there's more of them than this, but these are the main ones that most of us have heard about, right? Oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. Singing naturally triggers the production of these feel-good chemicals. Think about it. It's the difference between speaking an affirmation and singing one. You're speaking it, you're trying to convince yourself it's true. But when you start singing, naturally the body triggers the production of these feel-good chemicals. Then it starts quickly creating a neuronal pathway for whatever you're singing about. And you might be singing, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough. So that's I think I've got that built in here, did I? That's called neuroplasticity. And we'll be singing a song in a moment. So I've got Bruce here because I've got such a beautiful, beautiful friendship with Bruce and his wife. And his wife sung with me at the 2012 Uplift, and they love our music and what we're doing. And Bruce, just in March this year, this month that just went, featured us in his newsletter and featured the Rewire program that I have developed to help people really break through anxiety and depression or just negative thinking, just to develop more confidence in themselves. And what he's saying here is, for us to truly thrive, we must not only eliminate the stresses, so that could mean a lot of different things, right? In our physical environment, you know, and the music we listen to and the people we hang out with. We've also got to actively seek joyful, loving, fulfilling lives that stimulate new brain growth processes. So doing something new that interrupts the patterns and the programming. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's really important for you to interrupt your current pattern, because we've all got them. I've still got patterns and programming that I'm moving through. But the singing speeds up the whole process, because you can start remapping and consolidating new neuronal growth in as little as 21 days. So just feel the enormity of that, because when we start to create these new neural pathways, what are we doing? Remember, everything's sound. We are sound, we are energy. We are magnetic and electric beings. A new pathway is creating a different sacred geometric pattern in us. And that is emanating in our field and communicating with the quantum field. When we repattern, we reclaim ourselves, our lives, and everything gets easier because you start to be more in the flow, hearing your authentic voice. Part of what I'm introducing and offering to you is that because singing rewires the brain, you can interrupt patterns that you've got, because it's our belief systems that determine our habits, that determine our decisions and choices, that eventually manifests our reality, right? So what have we got to do? So my let's call it a quest, not a challenge, for the next 21 days, and I'm opening it up for anyone that wants to do this and that you can get back in touch with me, to break your habit with singing, or create a habit, I should say, with singing a positive affirmation to yourself every day. I guarantee you will notice a difference in how you feel and how you think, the thoughts that are in your awareness. So we're going to interrupt the current pattern. I'm going to jump out of there for a moment and stop share. And we're going to do a few different activities now. I know it's 11 o'clock. This is a much longer workshop than what I anticipated, but this next bit's really fun. Is everyone cool? Everyone's happy to stay on? It is raining outside. It's raining outside here. All right, great. With this next one, this helps you to develop your ability to work with energy and to build your heart's template. Now, the heart's template is a real scientific thing. It's a term used by Greg Braden and the Heart Math Institute. When you're focusing on what you want, you're actually feeding that vision in your mind into the mirror neurons in your heart, your gut, and your brain. So you're giving it a vision, right? But you're also, with us, Sing to Thrive, we're using music and all those feel-good chemicals, and it helps us raise our vibration while we're visualizing. This becomes extremely potent. So I'm going to be playing one of our songs, and all you need to do is close your eyes, and I want you to start imagining your ideal life, and not just with your work, but just every area of your life. Your intimate relationships, your friends. See yourself in thriving health with lots of energy. See your psychic abilities expanding, becoming clearer. See yourself expressing your authenticity, setting healthy boundaries, being able to say no easily, being able to say yes easily. And keep visualizing your ideal life as you're listening to the words of this song.
Ocean in Keep us safe and warm. Lay the earth where we stand. Hold us strong and true as the storms sweep and transform to leave us with the truth. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, dance with the universe. Move back to wholeness. Everything that we perceive, from a seed to a mighty tree, is a choice of fear or love, dark or light. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, 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 we are love. Sing your future golden love. Miracles unfolding love. Magic manifesting love. Life is a blessing, ocean in our hearts. Reach your brilliant shore. Lay the fire in our souls. Keep us safe and warm. Lay the earth where we stand. Hold us strong and true as the storms sweep and transform to leave us with the truth. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are
Go within, stay there. Feel your heart and ask for the highest light out there to come to you now and fill up that vision. Really anchoring and imprinting this vision into your cells. Seeing yourself happy, healthy, successful, authentic, magnetic, joyful. And when you're ready, gently wriggle your fingers and opening your eyes. And I am How is everyone feeling after that? Yep, can you really feel that in your heart? There's another section to that we're going to do, but because of time, and we're still going to do it because it's so much fun. I'm going to give you this next section really quickly, and then I'm going to put it in the notes so you've got it, because this next section is basically giving you something that you can also do. It's a 5-step daily rewire routine. So I'll talk you through it, and then I'll put that in the notes under the video, and I'll also put it in the email when we send the recording, right? So this is all you need to do every morning when you get up. Just ground yourself. So take a few deep belly breaths, place your hands on your heart, because that brings your awareness, feeling it. You're physically feeling your heart area. And say these words to yourself. I am here. I choose a new way. I'm ready to feel good. And I usually say that about 3 times, and that really helps me to drop in more. And it sets the tone for conscious creation, because that is what we're doing here. I am here. I choose a new way. I'm ready to feel good. Step 2 is you're going to sing your power song. So you're just going to choose a short uplifting mantra or positive song. And I highly suggest going to our YouTube channel and look at the shorts, because Madeline's done it way more than me, but she's done like a lot of cool little mantras. And I recommend to people to use the blues runs. You could do something like, my voice is clear, my message flows, success is here, prosperity grows. Or my voice is clear, my message flows, success is here, prosperity grows. You can just put a really simple melody to it, but one that is easy for the brain to remember. And so write down whatever that mantra from the beginning of the, or the affirmation, I should say, from the beginning, bring that in and also weave that into your little song. So you're just going to sing that to yourself for 3 to 5 minutes. Sing, like just really focusing on that and feeling it in. Step 3, after you've done that, you're going to clearly write out your new belief system that you're taking on that day. So you're just going to write one down, and every day it's going to be different. Today it's, I am confident in my voice. I am safe to shine. Every day it will be a different one, but you're just adding and getting clearer on, these are all the things that are important to me. These are all the things that I want to imprint in my cells. And again, you're speaking that out 3 times out loud. You have to really give that sound. And then put some music on and dance for, 3 to 10 minutes. Movement is crucial in this part of the practice. This helps to shake off the old energy, moves the old energy out and makes room for the new, and it helps you to raise your vibration. And then finish with a big glass of water. So I've been doing this for years. I used to drive my kids nuts. I wouldn't let them start eating until we'd said a little prayer over the food. So you charge up your water. So you're praying into a big glass of water before drinking, and you're saying, today I choose joy. Today I choose change. And feel it in your heart, and then drink from the water and keep those words in your head. And then go and smile at yourself in the mirror, because you're becoming the new version of you. One loving step and one loving song at a time. And I guarantee you that this will help your voice become more magnetic, because your self-love is increasing, your vibration is increasing. So just to recap, singing positive mantra helps to rewire the brain in as little as 21 days. You can be speaking in a more confident, grounded and centered way. And the grounded and centered way is important, because when we're grounded and centered, we can tap into our wisdom. I wanted to quickly, and I'm only going to take 2 minutes to do this. I wanted to quickly share a little bit of our Sing to Thrive Healing Hub, which I'm absolutely loving. These are some of the amazing testimonials that we're having on there. And we've really got such a beautiful, beautiful growing community in there. The tuition, we don't call it membership, even though they're all beautiful members, but it's an online school for learning how to truly heal at a core level. So you're healing your voice, you're healing on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and to get aligned with your purpose. Now, for anyone on this call that wants to dive in, there's a free 7-day trial. So there's absolutely no pressure here, but this is an absolute excellent price at $65 a month. And there's live coaching sessions. There's all sorts of wonderful things that we do in the hub. We've got the Rewire program, which is separate again. If you're someone that doesn't want to do the monthly thing, then this is a brilliant program because it's a one-off payment and you can get into 8 weeks of habit. And remember, it only takes 21 days. So this is a powerful, powerful practice. And we've had phenomenal feedback and results with people that have actually got chronic anxiety and mental health stuff going on. This has really helped them. But it's not just for that. It's for anyone wanting to interrupt the cycle and create change. So thank you. I'm stopping sharing now. And we're going to end with a song before you go. That same song that we just did, you're going to get up and dance to. Now, before we do that, so firstly, if anyone's interested in the hub, just get in touch with me, send me an email, and I'm happy to do a Zoom and take you on a little tour, right? But for now, you're going to stand up and you're going to dance to that song that we just listened to. Now, I'm not doing this today, but I had this idea through the week. I would love to invite as many people as possible to be involved with a film clip that we're going to be filming, where we all come together and we do this, dancing to this song, and you'll all be like little squares on a Zoom gallery. So I'll put that in the email as well, and I hope that you all get involved because it's so much fun. All right, so let's do this. Thanks again for being here and listening to me and allowing me to share my work with you. I feel very grateful and honored that you take your time to do that. My heartfelt guarantee to you is that I have been there before and I'm here for you. If you're ready for change and you're willing to commit, because it takes time to do this. It takes time to sing songs and listen, but it's just a habit, getting into the habit of singing and playing and having more fun in your life. You won't regret it. All right, let's do this. So we're moving our bodies and you're visualizing your best life, remember? Seeing yourself magnetic.
May the ocean in our hearts reach your brilliant shore. May the fire in our souls keep us safe and warm. May the earth where we stand hold us strong and true as the storms sweep and transform to leave us with the truth. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love. Dance with the universe. Move back to wholeness. Everything that we perceive, from the sea to a mighty tree, is a choice of fear or love, dark or light. We are love, we give love, we receive love. We are love, we give love, we receive love. future golden. Love, miracles unfolding. Love, magic manifesting. Love, life is a blessing. The ocean in our hearts. Reach your brilliant shore. Light a fire in our souls. Keep us safe and warm. May the earth where we stand hold us strong and true. As the storms sweep and transform to leave us with the truth. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We are love. We give love. We receive love. We
Go within. Go within. Just feel the energy coursing through your body. Taking nice deep breaths. And really state to yourself, I am more than enough. I am magnetic. I am important. My message is important. I am love. And feel the truth of that in every cell of your being. How joyful does that feel? And when you're in this high vibrational, joyful state, this is the best time to be visualizing and creating your heart's template. To be really putting into the field, this is who I am. This is my message. This is what I desire, what I want to create. This is what I am bringing as an offering to humanity to raise the consciousness, to uplift, and to birth the new earth. This new way of being, this new way of thinking, this new way of living is through the heart, not through the head. You are unlimited beings, beautiful and lovable souls, manifest in physical form, having an earthly experience, and you're here to learn, experience, and grow. And there's only two ways to be in this world. It's either in a state of love or a state of fear. So what are you choosing? I choose love. And I invite anyone else that wants to have a joyful path to healing and choose love and become part of a beautiful, loving tribe that supports each other to come and try out the hub and experience our live coaching classes and all the amazing vocal activation tools we've got in there. And I'll help guide you so your business can expand and grow, but most importantly, you expand and grow, because your business is an extension of you. So before we finish here, just fill yourself with white light. And I want you to think of just one word. I'd love you to express that when you're ready. Open your eyes and express that word in the chat. How you're feeling? How are we feeling? I was loving that so much. I think we need to do a film clip. We have to. Renee, you're on. You are coming on the film clip. Are you ladies okay with me using that footage? I'd love to. I'll use you all. Are you good with that, Selena? You're good. What about Dragon, Selena? Sky Dragon, I should say. Linda's good. Renee, you good? You got to be good. You got up and you just started leaping. I'm like, yes, that's what I do. So much fun.
Yes. Yeah, totally. Thanks, Julia.
Oh, fantastic.
Happy with
All
that.
right. That's great. So Renee's feeling alive. Jenny's feeling wonderful. That's great. So joyful. Yeah, me too. It's so, just makes you happy. And that song in particular is very high vibrational. We did some tests with that song and it's just like, whoa. It can take you out of the deepest, darkest. Let's not go down that rabbit hole because that is just bad on so many levels. Listening to this twice completely changed my the entire chemistry in my body and the way I felt. It's amazing. So thanks, beautiful women. And sorry, say that again.
I was just saying I couldn't help but move. It was very vibrating. Yeah, the vibration of love, isn't it, really?
It was the very last song that I wrote on the family. I've got 2 albums that if you weren't someone that wanted to be part of the Sing to Thrive Healing Hub, but you wanted the music, the albums are there on the website. And that song, We Are Love, was the last song to be recorded. And I wrote it just before we recorded it. And it was fully channeled. It was just like one of those songs where I just sat down and it's such a good workout too, because it's quite long. We did it long because there's a purpose around that, because it's creating neural pathways, and the more you hear it and you're listening to it. So they're not quite structured the same. And the other thing that I didn't mention with our music, because we're singers, and using the music and our programs will also help you become a better singer. All the harmonies that we've brought in, normally when any recorded song, the harmony will be subtle when it comes in. It just sits in the background. But with all of our songs, the harmony sits to the foreground when it first comes in, and then we pull it back because we're wanting the ear to pick it up, because that's how you train the ear to hear a harmony. You need to be able to hear it. Otherwise, it's because I was terrible at harmony singing. Every time someone sung a harmony, I'd be joining them. So this develops your ear and helps to improve your pitch. And that's just all part of what we've done with the music. Yes, it's the life affirming lyrics, but they're all written in such a way that they're moving in thirds, fourths, fifths, pentatonic scales. We've got different songs because I hated singing scales. So I wrote songs instead, and that's how I was teaching, and that's how this all evolved, because I was just, oh my God, teaching scales is so boring. I can't do that. So that's how this evolved. So again, I'll put all that in the email, and I'll do the video up, and I'll put those 5 steps for you to do. And you know what your homework is because you've written it down on your pad as well. So follow through with that, because you'll have some breakthroughs. All right, everyone, lots of love. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, so much love, Selena.
Thank you, Julia.
Oh, thanks, Renee.
Thank you,
thanks
Julia.
for showing up. Thanks, everyone. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. See you inside the hub. That'll be fun. Bye.
I'm in.